Phil Steele is of Deer Trail, Colorado, and he's very worried, as many of us are in this country, about drones. But he's not principally worried about them in Yemen or Oman or Pakistan or anything like that. He's worried about them in Deer Trail, Colorado. And so he is pushing for a proposal that would allow his town to adopt an ordinance that would allow residents to take up to 3 shots at drones flying over the town at fewer than 1,000 feet, more if your life is in danger. So if the drone is literally flying at your face, you can fire off your whole magazine if you want. Now, they're going to vote on that. It's not law yet. And so as a stopgap before they get that ordinance, he is selling these license to hunt drones. You're seeing it there. It's a license to hunt and kill drones operating within the sovereign airspace of the town of Deer Trail. So he's got sovereign there with a capital S. Good chance this guy is a conservative.
I'm with him.
You're with him?
Yeah.
Well, which part of the licenses? Bear in mind that he admits that these have no legal value whatsoever. Don't use these as an excuse to shoot at what you think is a drone.
But the story about how this came about, there was a guy flying a drone over his backyard. And according to the story I read, they were maybe even hovering at window level. And he goes out in front of his house and he sees this guy out there controlling the drone. And he goes, hey, get that drone out of my frickin' backyard. And the guy says, F you, I can do whatever I want. And so that's why I made this guy do this, which I'm with him on that. If somebody's flying a drone in my backyard, I say, hey, get rid of that drone. He doesn't. I'm going to get a gun. I'll shoot it. I would shoot it down.
I think that, personally, like, the terminology bothers me because I feel like drones are these high-flying surveillance or possibly weaponized platforms that our military or police departments use. That sounds more like a remote control helicopter.
Yes.
And I do think that you should be allowed to take out a remote control helicopter. Let's keep things 50 feet up in the air or something. But I'm a bit worried about people just taking out their hunting rifles and shooting at what they think is a drone up to 1,000 feet. Like someone's like, oh, it's at 1,100, but if that dips down, I'm going to start shooting at it. I don't think that that's how it works. I think somebody's going to see a small airplane or something, and they're going to start taking shots at it, and I'm very worried about that.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure that will happen. But, that's the price you pay for freedom, Johnny.
Sometimes for his freedom.
Sometimes you got to take a Cessna out.
It's a terrible idea. And of course, it's going to have a bunch of people out there with their guns just looking for a drone to shoot. And will it lend itself to more accidents and bodily harm and death? Of course. But you know what? If this town wants to enact this ordinance, I guess, that's the world that we live in. I mean, if it passes, if that's majority rule, it is what it is.
Well, it's funny that they didn't propose outlawing drones. They just said, this is legalized shooting them. Well, how about we just get rid of them?
Is it even legal to do that? Like, that is property. It's 1,000 feet up. Do you own the airspace 1,000 feet above your house? I think that's a kind of open question. I mean, where does it stop? Does it just go out, oh shit, Venus is above my house today. I own Venus? At some point, you lose property rights. But not for this guy. He's a very strong opinion of property rights. In fact, he says, I have declared the sovereignty and the supremacy of the airspace of my town. This is an act of sedition, and I proudly state that. There is a big problem with drones and the use of drones in the world today. I personally think it's a bad thing when they're bombing weddings and stuff like that. I think that we might be getting overly distracted by these. But one piece of advice is going out to Amazon, who hopes to one day have drones deliver products to your door. Perhaps stay out of Deer Trail, Colorado.